So let's start on our back today. That is what we will do. So lying on our back, just spreading out, spreading out our body. And start to feel heavy. Feel heavy with every breath. Just give up a little bit more control over your body, releasing more and more muscles. Then, from this place of surrender, releasing, do a gentle, alert body scan, maybe starting from our toes. Just notice the sensations as you move up your body. Notice them without judgment. You might notice a tingle or a tickle, or the temperature of the air, feeling the clothes. You might notice a tightness. You might even notice the sensation of no feeling at all. But just observe each part of your body moving up. Just noticing. The breath is a great instigator of noticing the movement of the breath to show us where we might have tight places, where we might have knots. Eventually moving into the crown of our head in general, your face, letting go, the jaw, and we done the arms and the fingers. And wherever you are in your scan, let's reach our arms overhead, stretch. Feel these sensations without judgment. And then tuck those knees in and rock back and forth. Let that feel really good. And eventually rocking so that your knees fall to one side. Spinal twist here. The opposite arm can go out to counterbalance you. Feel it along your spine. Feel it in your chest. Feel the twist in your belly. Do a deep breath down into your belly. And then gently bring those knees back up. Give them a hug, maybe rock back and forth again. Massaging out that low back after that first spinal twist. Then find your legs over to the other side. Again, use that other arm to balance you. Breathing and feeling into this side. Feel your spine. Feel the shoulder and the chest. Notice the belly. And do that deep breathing down into your belly. And then gently bringing those knees back up. Give them a hug. Rock around on that low back. Until you eventually rock over to one side and find your way up into table. However you like to get there. Okay. From our table, spread those fingers wide and press into the palms of your hand. Curl your toes under, send your tailbone back, and rock on those toes. Let that feel good. And then we'll shift our weight forward and flip those feet, tap the tops of our feet down. And then let's do the belly and spine opening with our cat cow. Cow, we open our belly and we spread across our chest, filling our lungs. And cat, we round that back, push the belly button in and up, arch, and let that feel good. And then reversing. Do a couple more of these. Follow your breath. And notice any tight areas, any knots, maybe any areas without sensation at all. Whenever that feels like enough, let's switch to side or any other movement to get into the back seat or the belly. One more breath wherever you're at. And then we'll find our way into that downward facing dog, sinking our hips back, curling our toes under, and lifting our hips. Maybe the knees are bent a lot. Press those palms in, spread those fingers, shake your head, release your neck. Maybe roll those biceps forward, plugging your arms into your shoulders. Feel the scoop in your belly, and then let's pedal out those feet. Back body opening. Breathe. And then let's look between our hands and shift our weight forward into that first fold. Maybe have a wide stance first. Find your elbows and sway. Oh, that feels so good. And then gently let's round up. We have that wide stance. Take your arms overhead. And bend to the right. Feels a little different having this wider stance, just notice. Come back up open, maybe goalpost your arms, open your chest. Tuck your tail out and pull your belly in, arms back up, and then over to the left. And then back to center. And then let's interlace those fingers behind your back, open your chest there, open your shoulders. Draw the hands down towards the ground. If you want more of a back bend, you can look up and lean back. Otherwise, just comfortable getting. Then let's lead with this openness, this open chest. Hinge at those hips flat back. As you fold forward, you can keep those arms moving up and away from your low back, or you can release. I'm ready to release mine. Let the hands come down. Beautiful. Then you're ready for your next exhale. Press on your shins and feet forward. Plant your hands and send those feet back to the top of your plank. Shift forward. Feel strong. Press the top of your back up, belly in. And then let's come all the way down to our belly. Slide your hands forward. Press the tops of your feet down. You could engage your legs, or they could be resting. But just feel this back bend. Your gaze is forward on the floor or straight out in front of you, or maybe slightly up. How does it feel? What angle of your head would be the most nurturing? You'd like to open your neck, then shifting your gaze from side to side, tilting your head, open your neck, taking it nice and slow from one side to the other with your gaze. Bringing my chin down to open the back of my neck before we bring our head back up and slide our hands underneath our shoulders. So we can shift our weight back. Hips towards your heels, and then lift those hips down dog. When you're ready, take that right foot up, twirl that ankle, and the knee open, the front of your thigh. Beautiful. Then stepping that foot forward, feel that wide stretch, feel the big space between your feet. Breathe into that big space, breathe down into your belly, into that left leg. Then drop that knee. And feel supported, still stretching. Beautiful. We're going to lift up and find gate pose. So listen carefully. We're going to walk our hands back towards the middle, straightening out the right leg. And then I'm going to turn to the left with my torso and bring that left foot kind of behind me. I'm going to turn my right foot maybe so that it's parallel with the front of my mat. Either way is fine. But now I'm going to bring my torso up, stretch your arms overhead, and then reach over that straight leg to the right of your body. Do a nice straight line from that left knee all the way to your left armpit. Beautiful. And then bring that left hand down. Walk your hands back around the front of your foot and face it in front of our mat again. Let's find a hamstring stretch. Straighten out the right leg, bend over. Lifting the toes when you're ready. Lovely. And then dragonfly twist, left hand down, right arm can reach high. You can lift that left knee up if you like, or keep it down. Maybe twirl that right wrist. Beautiful. Bring that right hand down inside your right foot. We're going to find a wide-legged forward fold. Walk your hands back to the middle and press down in the mat. Straight legs. All your toes are pointing to the side. Feet are parallel with each other. Beautiful. Let's just walk over to the back of your mat. Frame that left foot with your hands. Runner lunge here. Breathe. And then drop that right knee. Keep bringing your hands to this upright position. Feel into that stretch. Keep breathing, just allowing. And then from here, the gate pose. We're going to actually straighten out the left leg and then turn towards the right. Shift that right leg kind of behind you like a kickstand. You can take that left leg pointed out to the side, or you could pivot so that that foot is perpendicular to your body and the sole of your foot is down. We're upright with our torso. Then when you're ready, reach your arms overhead. Reach, and then bend over that left straight leg, feeling a nice stretch all along that right side. And then we'll bring the hands down. Turn your body so that now you're facing the back of your mat again, and find your hamstring stretch. Straightening out the left leg. Maybe the toes are down first. You round over that thigh. Maybe lift the toes. Breathe. Breathe right into your belly and make sure you're exhaling fully. And then shift forward, right hand down, left arm up for dragonfly twist. You could lift the back knee or keep it down, whichever way you prefer. Reach. And then bringing that hand down, walking your hands into the middle, back to that wide-legged forward fold. Shift your feet so they're parallel with each other, press down. Feel maybe a stretch in the outer of your legs, the outer edges, the outer sides of your legs, the low calf. That's where I'm feeling a lot of stretch. But we're each different, so notice what you feel. Do a sigh here. Let the head go. And walk your hands back to the front. Plant your hands and take your right foot back to downward facing dog. Just breathe. Beautiful. And let's walk our hands to the back of our mat. Find a yoga squat here. Widening those toes out at an angle. Bending those knees so the tail comes down towards the earth. Your hands could stay on the ground here. Maybe your triceps are pushing the knees out for that inner thigh stretch. Or maybe you bring your palms together in front of your heart. Yoga squat. Just breathe. Opening with every breath. Grounding with every exhale. And bring those fingertips down. We'll lift our hips into a forward fold. You can heel toe those feet together a little bit more if you like. And then let's round up. Arms overhead. And then bend to the right. Come back to center, open that chest. Reach up and bend to the left. Back to center, open. And let's swan dive in, forward fold. Hug. Press on your shins, peek up. Now let's walk our hands forward into the top of that plank. A nice strong plank. Belly in. Shoulders over fingers. Beautiful. When you're ready, lower partway down and then inhale right into upward facing dog. And then exhale into down dog. Spread those fingers, heels reaching towards the mat. How does this down dog feel different than the first? And then when you're ready, let's take that right foot up, step it forward, peek up, feel that running lunge. And then right into the gate pose, drop the back knee, shift that left foot so it's parallel with you, straight right leg. I come up, reach my arms up, and then bend over the right leg. And then circle that left arm down, back to the front, frame that right foot, and find your hamstring stretch, round over. That feels good. Release. Lift toes, they're not lifted. Beautiful. And then dragonfly twist. Right arm goes up, Left hand planted, that straight line of energy from the ground up through your fingertips into the sky. And then walking your right hand down and both hands into the middle, wide-legged forward fold. Maybe you walk your hands back, push down into the mat and find a deeper fold. And walk your hands over to the left. Drop that right knee. Well, first let's find runner lunge without the knee dropped. No rush. Then we'll let that knee come down and ground, get deeper into that lunge. And then we're going to come up and find that gate pose. Bring that right foot behind the knee, just pivoting it behind you. Straighten out the left leg. Arms can go up. And bend over the left leg. That right foot is just pointing out behind you as the kickstand. Feel the stretch. And then circle that right hand down. Frame that left foot. And find your hamstring stretch. We brought that right foot back behind you. And fold over the left leg. Release, let go. Maybe lift the toes. And then dragonfly twist, right hand down, left arm up. Reach, reach, reach. Lift that right knee if you like. And then taking that left hand down, walk those hands in for the last forward fold with a wide-legged stance. You can do anything you like with this forward fold. You can just hang gently or maybe interlace those fingers behind your back. Reach those fingers towards the ceiling. Or push down into the mat, whichever way feels great. Eventually release. Walk your hands back to the front. Step that right foot back, down dog. Breathe. And then when you're ready, walk your hands back to our yoga squat. Heel toe your feet out wider. Angle those toes away from you. And let's open our inner thighs. You can keep your fingers down as kickstands if you like. Or you could press your palms together in front of your heart. Using the backs of your arms to separate your knees a little bit more. Breathe. Beautiful. And gently press those hips up into a forward fold. Heel toe your feet closer together, either hip distance or even big toes touching, because we're going to come down into chair pose. I'm going to have my big toes touch and my knees squeeze together. Pivot my torso upwards. Bring those arms overhead. Sink our tail low. Engage your inner thighs. If your knees are together, squeeze. If not, just imagine. Draw those legs together without them moving. And breathe. Maybe a little lower. And let's come all the way up. Release. Interlace those fingers behind your back. Open, peek up. Open your chest. And then let's fold forward. Hands reaching up behind us. And release the hands down. Press on your shins, peek up. And then walk forward into your plank. Take your time. And then from here, lower part way, we'll inhale into upward facing dog. And then shift into down dog. Beautiful breath. And then take that right foot up. Step that foot forward. Right here we feel Rooted in this runner lunge, we're going to shift into warrior one. So on your next inhale, pigeon plant the back foot and rise, taking your arms up when you're ready and sinking into that deep lunge. Feel your warrior one for one more breath. We're going to grab our weights. Beautiful. Do whatever you need to do. I need to grab them. We're going to meet back on our mat. You can have that right foot forward and stepping the left foot back. Find your warrior one leg. We'll keep our arms down. Roll the shoulders with the weights in your hands. Roll your shoulders up and back. Beautiful. And then from here, let's do those concentrated bicep curls. So I have a light grip. I'm going to curl the hands up. And I'm going to use my triceps to bring the weights. Good. You could exhale on the way up. You could inhale on the extension as your weights go down if you like. You want to match your breath. But if you don't want to match your breath, that's no problem. What we really want to focus on is contracting our muscles maximum and going slow. And then the next curl up, let's rotate our hands forward and press. From here, let's straighten out the right leg. We have kind of a triangle leg. We're going to bring our arms out to the side with our weights. We're going to shift. And then from here, we're going to actually move into triangle with our weights. So reach forward, hip down, bring that left arm up. And then gently come back out of that. Using your core, arms back to a T. Then draw that left hand down. Reach your right arm up, stretch the right side. And then back to a T with those arms. We're moving slow. We have the weight. Reach forward, tip down into triangle. Use your core. Gaze up with the left hand. And then pivot back upright. Arms to a T. And then reach that left hand down your left leg. Reach the right arm up, stretch. Do 2 more of these, following your own pace. You're going slow. Feel it in your core. Feel it in your spine. Obviously, I'm feeling it in my shoulders and my arms. Kind of teetering back and forth. I'm going to do 1 more full into triangle pose. And upright to a T. And draw my left hand down my left leg, right arm reaches up. And back to a T. Beautiful. I'm going to set the weights down from here. Bring our hands to our waist and just gently roll our shoulders. Maybe in both directions. Beautiful. Then bring your arms to a T, and let's find triangle pose from here without the weight. Reach forward, tip, the left hand reaches high. Roll that right thigh back, and roll that left thigh in a little bit. We'll reach the left shoulder back. Find more space along your side body. And let's cartwheel that left hand down. Step the left foot forward a little bit. And you could stay right here feeling a deep stretch in that front leg, or reach your right arm high, twist. Twisted triangle. Beautiful. Then listen carefully. We're going to take the right hand down, shift a lot of weight in that right foot. We're going to come up into marcher pose. So however you want to get there, you could, step your foot forward a few times, come upright with your body, and then lift that left knee high. Hands to hips, marcher pose. You can stay right here, or you could find Shiva, dancing Shiva. I'm going to take my right hand outside my left knee and kind of twist towards the left. You can reach that left hand behind you if you want more of a challenge, or keep it on your hip, or use the wall, whatever you need. Twisting while balancing. And then from here, let's cartwheel our hands down into standing splits. Take your time getting there. Lift that left leg high when you are balanced with both hands down on the ground. And then step that left foot all the way there. Plant your hands nice and sturdy. Take that right leg up, shake it out. And eventually plant your right foot down, dog, breathe. Good breath. And let's take that left foot up high. Twirl, open that front thigh. And stepping that left foot forward. Coming up into our warrior one first without our weights. Just bring those hips around, find that stance, let it feel familiar. Reach your arms up. Press into both feet, lunging deep in that left leg. And then from here, now let's find our weights. Do whatever movement you have to do. It's okay to come out of that warrior one, but eventually get back into warrior one stance with your legs. Let's find those curls and extensions. Whenever you're inhaling, when you exhale, curl up. Inhale, extend. Using your triceps. Exhaling, curling up. Loose grip. Inhale, extend. Use your triceps. Maybe your lunge a touch deeper. Feel these curls. Beautiful. Let's do two more, or you could always straighten out that leg if you're done. You can still do the curl with a straight leg. That's where we're headed eventually. Straightening the leg. Beautiful. Straightening the leg for triangle pose. I'm going to shift that foot so it's aligned a little bit more with my back foot. And then arms out to that T. Feeling the weight, being gentle. Then when you're ready, reach forward with the weight and tip. You're going super slow and you're engaging that core. Your core is the orchestrator here. Move back, so gently tilting back upright into a T. And then letting that right hand come down to your right thigh as your left arm goes up and stretches the left side. We're just going to teeter-totter from one pose to the next, pausing in our T shape. Then reaching forward, find a triangle pose. And then come back up, find the T. And then lean back. Right hand down along your right thigh, left arm reaches up. Using core, using oblique muscles, the side of your abs, reach forward. Tip into triangle. And come back up, use your core. And then reach back, down that leg, left arm high. Reach. Maybe one or two more. You decide at your pace. And whenever we're finished, we'll set our weights down and find a triangle pose without them. Gently setting those down. Come upright to our nice tree. T pose. T pose with our arms, feeling much different without the weights. Then reach forward, tip. Find that triangle pose. This time focusing on the twist. Your right shoulder goes back. Your heart kind of peeks out up at the ceiling, if that is available. I'm using my left hand to leverage, pushing down on my leg or block to help rotate my spine. Legs could be engaged. Beautiful. And then bring that right hand down. Bend the left knee so you can step the right foot forward just about a half a foot or a foot or so. Then straighten out that left leg again. Feel that deeper stretch. And then left hand can go up and reverse this triangle. Twist the triangle if you choose. Otherwise, you can keep that hand down as well. Beautiful. And then bring that hand down. Bend into the left foot. We're going to step that right foot forward enough because we're eventually going to come upright to marcher pose. So I'm going to lift up, bring my hands to my hips, and then bring my right knee high, bent, flexed toes, alert, active, ready to march. Beautiful. Then you can take your left hand outside of that right knee. You can stay right there. You can reach the right hand back. You might look back at your right hand. You can use a wall as well. Take your time twisting into this upright balancing pose. And then we'll release, cartwheel hands down, reach that right leg high, splits. Bring your hands down to the floor. And then reach that right foot high, high, high. And step it all the way back. Plant your hands nice and sturdy on the floor, and then take your left foot high, shake it out. Do whatever it needs, and then eventually down dog. Breathe and rest. Let the head go. Gaze through your knees and breathe. Just breathe. And look between your hands and maybe step or hop forward into a fold. Let's ragdoll here. Grab your elbows and shift from side to side. And then gently, let's roll up. Bring your hands to your hips. Roll the shoulders down and back. We're going to come down into a chair one more time, just kind of finishing off that sequence. Find the foot position that feels the best, either hip distance or toes touching. I'm going to do toes touching again. And squeeze my knees together as I drop my tail low, bending my knees a lot. Scoop out that belly, pull the belly in and up, tail down, tuck your pelvis under a little bit. And breathe. And from here, we're actually going to lift the right foot. So lock the weight in your left, lift. We're going to come up a little bit to the marcher and just cross the ankle over for temple dancer. Press the ankle over the left knee and sink down. Palms can press in front of your heart or use a wall or anything. But feel the stretch. And gently we'll lift and trade places. Right foot down. Left knee up. Cross the ankle over your right knee. And then sink low. Stretch into left glutes. Beautiful. Lift. And set the foot down. Reach those knuckles behind, interlace them behind your hips. Open up the front. Tuck the tail under. And let's fold forward. Reach those hands up. And then release the fingers, hands down. We're going to come down to seated with our legs out in front. We're going to do a little bit of boat pose. Do. It's gonna feel great. So bending your knees, maybe setting the soles of your feet on the ground. I already feel my belly engaged. Fingertips behind. And then lean back on your chest and squeeze your shoulder blades together so your chest is open. We have an angle now with our back. Squeeze your knees together, squeeze your feet together, and then lift the heels off the mat. If you're ready, you stay right here. You could add the arms. You could straighten out your boat, get more of an angle. Where you are, breathe. We breathe. We breathe. And then bring the feet down. We're going to cross those ankles underneath, hands down next to your hips. Lift your hips off the mat. Release. And we'll do one more round. You could do the same thing you did before, or you could alternate with low boat and upward boat. I'm going to do that. I'm finding the up boat, then I'm lowering myself down in my low back, and then back up, working to keep the back straight, not rounding into my back if I can help it. So then at the end of the world, it just takes more of the muscle fibers in the belly if we're not rounding. Probably just do one more low boat and up boat to feel complete with this. And cross your ankles, lift your butt off the ground and lower. Yay. Let's come down onto our backs now. Reach those arms overhead. Nice release for the belly. Good. And then gently, we're going to come to supine butterfly pose. So just bring those feet together, soles of your feet together as your knees are bent off to the side. Butterfly pose with your legs. You could bring hands to your belly button, or maybe one to your belly and one to your chest. Feeling the breath, watching the breath. If we're breathing complete, we feel that low belly first, feeling the lower hand move first as you inhale. And we will have one more breath here, just feeling supported, feeling open. Then gently draw those knees together, windshield wiper those knees back and forth. Massage those glutes. And do anything else that would feel really good to support you here. Could be happy baby. It could be spinal twist again on each side. Maybe even shoulder stand or plow pose. Let it feel good. I'll do a little happy baby. Pull my knees down. Straightening out my feet. My legs. And then eventually we get to find our way into Shavasana. Take your time getting there. Finish whatever it is you're doing. And eventually, we extend our legs and our feet are reaching the corners of our mat, toes off to the side. Roll under so the flat parts of your shoulder blades are pressing into the mat. It naturally rolls our arms or our palms face up. And our eyes close. And our jaw relaxes. And our eyes and our brows relax. The cheeks relax. Let that relaxation seep down into the rest of your body with every breath. You're ready. You're noticing your breath again. Maybe we deepen our breath. Maybe there's a yawn. Just yawn. It's lovely. Yawning is relaxing. Reach those arms overhead when you're ready. Hug those knees in one more time. Rock around. And then gently over to your right. Use that right arm as your pillow. Just breathe here for a couple breaths. And then when you're ready, let's press up into our seated position. Bring our palms together in front of our heart, tucking our chin. Press your palms gently together. Feel that heat. With that heat, let's have an intention today. What is your intention? Mine will be to stay present, not thinking too far ahead, staying in the moment, appreciating where I am. That light in me, that intention in me, that breath in me honors the breath in you. Namaste.